Yashwant.
Morning.
Morning, Yashwant.
Morning.
Yeah, morning. Yashwant, first thing, where are you located right now?
I am in Kurnool district of Andhra Pradesh, sir.
Okay. Second thing, Yashwant, kindly announce that no one is assisting you in this interview.
No one is there.
Huh?
I am living alone.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. So, Yashwant, can we start with your name itself?
Yes, sir.
Hmm? What is the meaning of this word Yashwant?
Sir, it is the person who has achieved yash, I mean success or glory.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. And how do you think you are, progressing on this path of achieving glory and realizing your name?
Sir, I am trying to achieve my goals and go forward in the life, sir. But I think there are still more things to achieve, and I am trying hard to get there.
Okay. Good. And Kurnool, is it a district which is coastal district or where is it located in Andhra Pradesh?
It is in the southern part of Andhra Pradesh, sir, part of the Rayalaseema districts.
Okay. Okay. And is it a coastal districts?
No, sir, it is not a coastal district.
Okay. But is it affected by cyclones?
No, sir, it is not affected by cyclone. It is mostly affected by droughts.
Okay. Acha, tell me one thing, Yashwant, if you get into the service and you are appointed you become the chief secretary of Telangana,
Sir,
your adjacent state. uh,
sir.
and you see, there is an issue about the where to locate the capital, you see. So, will you advise your chief minister to have three capitals like Andhra Pradesh, or will you advise him to continue with the single capital?
Sir, regarding specific case to Andhra Pradesh, sir, there was a specific reason regarding both geographical and economic situation that necessitated the three capital plans, sir. Both the northern Andhra and southern Andhra are relatively backward compared to the central part of the Andhra.
Did it,
So three capitals part somewhat makes sense.
did it really
But
did it really necessitate? Because if it had been necessitated, then maybe the former chief minister also would have thought on those lines. So, do you think it was necessitated or was it a political decision?
sir, it had both necessities and political things also in the decision, sir. Because specifically Andhra Pradesh, in its historical perspective, lost three capitals. It has lost Madras to Tamil Nadu, then it has lost Kurnool while becoming Andhra Pradesh. After that, it has lost Hyderabad, sir. So it has bear the brunt of loss of three capitals. Further, the development also, instead of concentrating it in a single capital, they thought that they might decentralize the development. Because in India, we have seen that capitals act as growth pullers and
Okay.
result in development of socio-economic infrastructure in the nearby areas.
Yeah, that is why, based on your logic and the rationale, my question is: will you advise your chief minister of Telangana to, create two more capitals?
Sir, Telangana is a relatively smaller state, and that too in that state, Hyderabad is located in the middle point, sir. Apart from Hyderabad, most of the areas are very backward. So, multiple capitals in Telangana is also a proposal that needs to be analyzed, sir.
That will need to be analyzed. So, what will be
Yes,
your
sir.
recommendation?
Sir, because recently, sir, Hyderabad also it is getting under a lot of pressure due to urbanization and migration to Hyderabad. The resources and infrastructure in Hyderabad they are under a lot of pressure. So it will be good that if the capital is divided into multiple places, then the stress on Hyderabad also will get reduced, sir. I am unable to come up with few places, sir, but it's good to split capitals if possible.
Okay, I'm happy to see. I think you have the makings of a bureaucrat, you say.
Thank you.
Okay, one more question. You have got a commendation certificate from District Collector Kurnool.
Yes.
Isn't- Have you heard of District Disaster Management Authority and what is it?
So it is an authority mandated by NDMA Act, which controls and plans the disaster management activities at district level, sir.
Who chairs the DDMA?
District collector, sir.
And who chairs the State Disaster Management Authority in the state?
So Chief Minister of the state.
Okay. But how were these created? What is the basis of their creation? The NDMA, SDMA, and DDMA.
So the basis rationale behind the creation is to decentralize the response, sir, of disaster management by creating institutional structures until ground level.
No, but is there any provision under Constitution or law which is the basis of their creation?
Sir, as far as I can think of, the basis is National Disaster Management Act, sir.
Okay. And when was it passed?
Sir, I am unable to remember correctly, sir, but as far as I can remember, around 2005.
Yes, that is correct, 2005. My last question, Yashwant, is you have written in your hobbies and curricular activities that you watch web series. Web series on professional fiction.
Yes.
So what is the last web series you have seen, you see?
Sir, I have watched Grey's Anatomy, sir.
Great. I didn't get the word.
Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, what is it?
Grey's Anatomy.
Okay, what is it about?
It is about life of medical interns at a hospital in United States, sir.
Okay. And is it the first time that you are appearing for the interview in UPSC?
Yes, sir. This is my first interview.
Okay. Thank you. I am done. So
thank you.
Sharmaji, you will take. Sharmaji, the candidate is yours.
Yes. Yeah. Mr. Yashwant.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So your subject is computer science and technology.
Yes.
Can you tell me some salient features of the National Supercomputing Mission?
Sir, National Supercomputing Mission focuses on development of both physical infrastructure and also human resources to develop supercomputing technology in India.
Okay.
It focuses on creation of supercomputers to around 70 supercomputers in research institutes all over India to create a network of supercomputers. To help
Can you name some largest and fastest supercomputers in India? Largest and fastest supercomputers in India?
Yes, sir. I'm thinking of it, sir.
Do you have any idea about Pratyush, Mihir, and Param Siddhi?
Yes, sir. They were introduced as part of National Supercomputing Mission.
These are the supercomputers which are the fastest and largest in India, largest and fastest. Okay, now tell me what for this Pratyush and Mihir are being used and where these supercomputers are installed.
Sir, as far as I can remember, one of them is installed in IIT Kharagpur.
No.
IIT BHU, sir.
No.
Okay, sir.
IIT BHU.
I need to go through them. Okay, I need to go through them.
Anyway, what for these computers are being used, Pratyush and Mihir?
Sir, now they are being used for climate modeling, sir, as far as I can remember.
No, you are right. Yeah. Your hobby, one of your hobbies is big data. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now you tell me, what do you mean by big data? And give me some examples.
Yes, sir. So big data is a kind of data that cannot be processed using traditional database management systems, sir. For example, the data we are getting on Facebook daily, it consists of various comments, various posts, various videos. It has very diverse set of data. The variety of data is very much diverse. The volume of data is very large, and the speed of creation of data is also very large. All these factors together make it as a big data.
Some examples?
Sir, apart from that, we have data about the beneficiaries of government schemes, their total data. Apart from that, the data of climate of a region.
Which are the 5 keys of big data? Like
Sir,
volume,
the 5 keys
velocity.
are volume,
What others?
variety,
Volume, velocity.
veracity.
That's right.
Variety
and
veracity.
Okay. You are at present Assistant Commissioner of State Tax, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You tell me what exactly the amendment in the Constitution 101 is. This relates with what?
So it relates to goods and service tax amendment.
Okay.
To introduce
of
a single
GST.
tax all over.
Now,
Yes.
what was the need to have an amendment for introduction of GST?
Sir, according to Constitution, both state and central have got powers of taxation on goods, whereas only center had power to tax services, sir, because it was in other list. So to make both center and state powerful to levy taxes on both goods and services, the amendment was made, sir.
What do you think, whether at all the petrol and diesel should be brought under the ambit of GST?
Sir, as of now, the rate of yes, sir. As of now, the rate of taxes on petrol and diesel, sir, it comes to around 60% of the total prices. So the first challenge we will face if we bring them to GST is vast amount of revenue deficit. But there are pros also if we bring them to GST, like the industries and businesses who are using petrol and diesel, they can get input tax credit of that taxes they have paid off, which can be further used in capital utilization or other expansion measures of the industry. So as a temporary measure, sir, if we consider bringing it into GST, we need to levy some sort of cess so that we can cope up with the revenue deficit. So further in future.
My last question relates with anthropology. What do you mean by particularly vulnerable tribal groups?
Sir, there are a few tribal groups characterized by declining population, lower backward agricultural technologies, and also backward economy.
How many total PVTs, particularly vulnerable tribal groups?
Sir, 75 PVTs are recognized
75,
in India.
that's right. So problem faced, you have already told me. Now, what steps have been taken by the government for their upliftment?
Sir, there is a central sector scheme for PVTGs. Whatever the measures the state governments are taking, like infrastructure development or creation of livelihoods, skill development activities, etc. For all that measures, central government is giving revenues, giving money. Apart from that, they are also focusing on giving rights of forests, forest areas, etc.
Okay, PVT is from Andaman and Nicobar and from your states.
Sir, from Andhra Pradesh, we have PVTGs like Chenchus, Kondareddy, Kondasavara. In Andaman and Nicobar, sir, Sentinelese.
Who else?
Jorwa, Ong.
Yeah. Great Andaman. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, I've done.
Yes, may I? Yes, Mr. Yashwant, are you here?
Good morning.
Good morning. Bagunara.
Bonant.
So
Thank
nice to see you. Yes. Why have you chosen anthropology when your graduation subject is computer science?
So I didn't had the luxury of choosing my graduation subject as optional, sir. I need to go with other subjects only. Regarding anthropology, sir, I went through the syllabus and previous question papers also. I thought the syllabus is a bit simple and also relatable to our daily lives, sir.
Okay.
And the amount of material available is also very wide, sir. Very vast material is available. So I thought my preparation would be a bit simpler and interesting with anthropology. So I went ahead with that option.
What are the 4 kind of anthropology which you might have studied? Kind of anthropological studies.
Yes.
Group of
Sir, we can divide.
Yeah, linguistic,
Yes.
for example. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes. So we can divide anthropology into 4 branches as per French bios: physical anthropology, socio-cultural anthropology, archaeological anthropology, and linguistic anthropology.
What is the difference between anthropology and sociology?
Sir, anthropology focuses on lives of both early humans and present humans, whereas in sociology, the main focus is on studying the present society. In anthropology, we study the physical aspects also in the evolution, whereas in sociology, the main focus is on the socio-cultural aspects.
Mr. Reddy, this in Adilabad area, I suppose there is a group called Gond community. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Who discovered that group of people there initially? Who was the person who approached there first?
Sir, I am unaware of it. Sir, I need to go through it. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Now, my second question is about why this corona or COVID-19 is called corona.
Sir, because it is caused by the virus, sir.
What is the
That was
virus?
named as corona, SARS-CoV-2.
Corona is not, the WHO has not called it corona. It is calling it COVID-19, pertaining
Yes.
to some of the viruses established earlier,
Yes.
SARS.
SARS-CoV-2.
So that is the reason it is called corona.
Okay.
Basically, it is COVID-19.
Okay.
Tell me about the substances of the sustainable development goals. When was it adopted? Sustainable Development Goals by United Nations.
Yes, sir. Sir, as far as I can remember, it was adapted from 2015, sir.
That's right. What are the main aspect of this?
So we have majorly 17 goals.
What is sustainable? What does it mean, the sustainable?
So sustainability is a kind of development where we make sure that our future generations, they are also having enough resources and good quality of environment as we are having now. Our development doesn't endanger the needs of the future generation.
My last question to you, Mr. Reddy, you are doing quite well. Which part of Indian Constitution has only one article? Which part of the Constitution has only one article?
Sir, if I am allowed to take a guess, sir.
Take it.
Fundamental duties, as far as I can remember.
Which part? It's part 20 of the Constitution, which has Article 368.
Okay.
Pertaining
regarding
to
the amendment.
Amendment of Constitution. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you.
All the best. Thank you, sir. I'm done.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning,
Yashwant.
sir. Good morning.
Yeah, here. Yashwant, you mentioned fundamental duties of Indian citizens. Am I audible, Yashwant?
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. You're audible.
Okay, I think your audio is missing. So, what are major fundamental duties, Yashwant? Which one you would, I don't want you to enumerate all the 11. Which most important fundamental duties according.
So to respect the constitution, the ideals of the freedom fighters, I think that is the important fundamental duty, sir.
I'm sorry, I think audio is missing.
Sir, to respect the constitution and the ideals of the freedom fighters, hello, sir.
Yashwant, please go ahead. I'm asking next question. There is some problem with the audio.
Okay, sir.
A major irrigation project in Telangana. Can you tell us about this project, Yashwant? Across
Sir,
Godavari.
Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project, sir. Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project. Sir, it is Kaleshwaram lift irrigation project.
I'm sorry, sir. There is some problem with my audio.
Oh.
Hello?
Sir, good morning, sir.
Hello?
Sir, good morning, sir.
Hello?
Sir, good morning, sir. I'm able to hear your voice, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Tyagarajan, we can hear you.
Hello?
We can hear you, Mr. Tyagarajan.
Hello?
Yeah,
Sir.
yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Hello?
Sir, you are audible, sir.
I think his audio is having serious problem.
Yeah.
आप भी सर एक दो सवाल और पूछ लीजिए इनसे perhaps.
Just because of this continuing problem with audio, I think probably we can close for Mr. Yashwant. Hello?
Sir.
But sir, you are very much audible.
Yeah, please go ahead, Mr. Tyagarajan. We can hear you. I think what we will do in terms of evaluation is that maybe on behalf of the whole board, Mr. Yashwant, can I ask you,
Sir.
one question on a scale of say 100? How do you rate your own performance? You see?
So 65, sir.
65. Okay. Sharma ji and Firdausa, what are your assessments? Because I think in this online interview, it is better to discuss the evaluation assessment also along with the candidate. In any case, there is nothing very confidential.
Sir, I think 57.8, 57.58.
Okay. and Professor Firdaus. Kindly unmute yourself, Professor Firdaus.
His
Yeah.
level of confidence was quite good.
Yes.
He was confident, and while answering, he was not panicky at all.
Yeah.
And if he was not familiar with the answer, he was accepting this with grace.
Yeah.
So, in my view, he is about 65. I will give him a 65 level of
Okay. Okay. Okay.
my side.
Okay.
Because he's answered most of the questions and very close to the perfection.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think 65 from my side.
Yeah. Okay. You see, in any case, Yashwant, for you and for the members, we know that this is a personality test. This is not as such a test of your knowledge. So while we are, talking about certain issues and all that, naturally the conversation has to revolve around some issues, whether it relates to your name or it relates to, the tax system or the constitution, etc. But I think what we are looking for more is, the qualities which you have, see, which make you aspire, to get into the civil services and how much you really fit into that, you see. So that way, I must say, honestly, that I am very much highly impressed with you. And you are very articulate, you have been confident, you have been cool, you know. So I think that's very good. That part of your personality is very good. I think what you have to do to meet the concerns of Mr. Sharma is there two things I will tell you by way of preparation. Now you don't know the date for your interview because they have been postponed,
Yes.
isn't it? Yeah. But two things I'll tell you. One is that
Yes.
you see the DAF, the application form which you have filled and sent to UPSC is a very crucial document, on which the interview is based majorly. You see, the interview board members pick up questions from words which are written in your DF, you see. Whether, as I said, is starting from your name to your village to your state to your course, engineering, etc., which you did, or your hobbies, or your preference of service. I didn't ask, but I think you have picked foreign service at number 5. So one could have
Yes.
asked you questions about that, and you can expect that kind of a question because today, given the kind of diplomacy that is going on, the kind of foreign relations, international relations which we have. You see, with Pakistan, with Nepal, with Bangladesh, with Sri Lanka, with China, with US, and all that, and the vaccine diplomacy. I think the foreign service has acquired a great deal of importance. So
Yes.
therefore, the question can come on that also. You see.
Okay.
So one is kindly work around these 20, 30 keywords which are mentioned in your DF. The
Okay.
second thing is that you will have to brush up on the current situation. You see, the general knowledge, what is happening around you, and that is it's very difficult. It can be anything under the sky, but just to mention a few, you see, uh, you can have this farmers agitation, which has
Yes.
been going on now for 140, 50 days closely. You can have things on GST, etc. You
Yes.
can have things on, pandemic itself, the management of pandemic in the country, the second wave, the kind of situation which is emerging. If you were health secretary, questions can be how will you advise the government? There can be questions on budget. By the
Yes.
time the interviews are held, the results of the polling would have been announced. So, what are the kinds of political situations which are unfolding in the country? What new political alignments are likely to take place? All these questions can be there. You see,
Okay.
and in case by then there is an important decision by the Supreme Court, that can be there. So these are the kinds of things. So,
Okay.
which are the newspapers you are reading?
Sir, the Hindu and the Indian Express, sir. Both of
Okay,
them.
I think that's very good, but you may also add one economic newspaper, you see.
Sir, I'm trying to read Mint also.
Yes, that is good.
Yeah.
If that is the combination, that is good. So I think, well, our you know our assessment is, say, I would place a 63, 64. You've got a great potential, let me tell you. So kindly utilize your time, maintain the same calm composure, and a good temperament you have, and
Sure.
wish you all the best. You see.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Sir, two small points.
Yes.
Can I? Yeah. Yeah, Mr. Yashwant, you don't
Sir.
take it as criticism,
No
whatever
issue.
I'm saying. You are a
No,
very
no.
good candidate. There's no doubt about it.
Sir.
One, about BHU, we were talking about the supercomputer. So, supercomputer is Param Shivai, but definitely that is not the fastest and largest. Okay.
Yes.
So, my suggestion here is that whenever you don't know the answer of any question, it is better to say that you don't know. One.
Yes.
Number two, when chairmen are asked the question related with the ambitions of your honorable chief minister having three capitals, so what was the question? That had you been the secretary to the government, what
Sir.
you would have advised? So here you should have given your frank advice, whatever you think fit. As you also might be knowing that there will be lot of administrative inconvenience, there will be lot of financial implications. What is the
Yes.
use of having three capitals? If
Yes.
state like Andhra will have three capitals, then the big states like UP, Maharashtra, Bihar, they will have 5, 6, 7 capitals. What is the use of that? So
Yes.
your frank opinion should have been there. Perhaps you were under the impression that I should not criticize the government, but your opinion was asked as if you were the chief secretary. Then what you would have advised. तो कभी भी ऐसा अगर क्वेश्चन हो तो give your frank advice, क्योंकि आपकी एडवाइस ली जा रही है. It is not being asked whether that step was wrong, right, or like that.
Yes. Okay.
So this is my second suggestion.
Sure.
I wish you all the best. You are
Thank you.
definitely a
Thank
good
you.
candidate, but
Thank
keep
you.
these things in mind. Okay,
Sure.
thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Okay, so you can leave the.
Sure.
leave.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay, now I just, before we get the next candidate, I just thought, because we discussed something, you see, before the starting, but I hope for all the honorable members, the methodology which we have followed in the first interview of monitoring the time, few questions, 3 to 4 questions are good enough to judge a candidate, because then we have seen that, you see, the feedback to the candidate and getting the assessment of the candidate himself also takes time. And I hope everyone is okay with getting the assessment of the candidate, because normally the practice which we follow in physical interviews is that after the interview we tell the candidates to go out, and then the board consults, internal consultation.
Sir, I would suggest.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Sir, I would suggest also, this is a good format, sir. From the side of the candidate, if he or she has got any question to ask any of us, I think this we should give them some time also, sir.
I think just fine, yes.